I'm honored to have one of my biggest inspiration, OPTCG grinder from YouTube. Go check him out if you haven't seen him. He's a grinder. I remember when you won with Luffy, you were so excited. I saw your video, thankful for the hotel. Like I said, I'm a big fan, man. So thank you for the honor, my brother. Tell us what you did today.
Yeah, today I finished top 4 at the Orlando Regional with a deck that most of the community thought was dead after the ban list, and that's going to be bluepurpleluffy.
Wow. Same, bro. Insane. Myself included. I ain't gonna lie. All right, brother. So if you want to see the list, and then we go to the matchups.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some shout outs real quick.
Okay,
first.
sounds good, brother.
First of all, biggest shout out to my girlfriend Abby, my absolute goat. She's the one who makes all this possible, honestly. Second, shout outs to my sponsor, Victory Road. Shout outs to Victor. Shout outs to Dickel in Europe. He helped me build a lot of this list. He played it in Bologna last week, but unfortunately didn't make top cut. Shout outs to Samson, shout outs to Alex, shout outs to Ted, shout outs to everyone who helps me test. And shout outs to Paul for lending me the entire deck.
There you go, man. The One Piece community is so nice, man. They're so like they help each other, man.
Yes.
So beautiful.
Yes, sir. But first we have 4 Sanjis, obviously mandatory. There's been some people randomly who have tried to cut this to 3. Please never do that. 3 God Threads. I'd actually love to play 4. I think you have to play at least 3. My top 32 opponent, or my top 16 opponent, actually only played 2, but this card's just the nuts. Like, you play it on curve and it's crazy. It deletes whatever they play. Like, come on, let's be real. 4 Nami, come on, best card. Come on, Nami is too crazy. Crazy.
With those rig at the bottom, right?
Yeah. And then I actually only play 6 2Ks.
No way.
Yeah, only 6. Honestly, I could have gotten punished for this more. I played Kevin Zhao round 7 of Swiss, or round 9 of Swiss, and he was the only opponent who the entire tournament was like, oh, you just gave me, like, you just took a 7? Okay, 7 again, and 7 the rest of the game. Like, everyone else, like, I don't know what it is. People are addicted to swinging 6 and 8, and then when that happens, like, you probably can't do this in the future, like at Nats, because at Nats, people will realize, like, yo, if people are actually only playing like 5, 6 2Ks, like, just swing 7, but only one person in the entire tournament even realized that, like, even in Top Cut, like, it's open deck list. They look at my deck list, no one swung 7 at me a single time in Top Cut. Not a single time. I was like, hey, yo, that's cool.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I played this other than the Sanji, because the Sanji sucks, and this actually comes up versus Blackbeard, sometimes Lucci. I don't think it actually came up for me in testing the rush, or in tournament. Actually, it did once. It did once versus Lucci. It was cool.
Yeah.
1 pudding. I'd love to run 2.
Ooh, 1.
Especially if this deck gets way more popular, I want to run a second one.
Okay.
But for this tournament, I only had space for 1. You have to play at least 1 in a Top Cut tournament, because otherwise, people won't have to play around it.
Yeah, correct.
My opponent in top 16, he had dice, and he played 3 of these, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna be so cooked, because it was the mirror. But it fell my way. That, honestly, that match was crazy. That was probably the craziest. Top 8 match was pretty crazy too.
Okay.
But it's game 1. He has dice, and I'm already like, man, I'm at a big disadvantage.
Yeah.
On 3, he ramps, and then on 4, I ramp and I swing at him, and he goes trigger, ramp. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. But it's okay. And then he's on 7 Dawn. It should be his 5 Dawn turn, but he's on 7. He goes Kyros, bounce my Bong play. I was like, dang, bro, Kyros isn't even that good in the mirror, because everyone's on Mihawk, but spoiler alert, I'm not on Mihawk.
Okay.
And then, so I go Bong play again, and then he goes Kyros again. I'm like, bro, I have nothing on board, and he already has 2 9Ks.
Yeah.
I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. Yeah. And then, I think I go Dofi, Rosie, I play some number of Dofi and Rosie, we'll get there.
Okay.
I go Dofi, Rosie, and then he goes Mihawk, and he bombs my Rosie. And I have 1 9 versus his 3 9s. I'm like, yo, I am so cooked this game. Yeah. I thought about scooping like 5 different times, but Rosinante is the GOAT. I kept playing Rosies off of Sanji. I had like 2 turns back to back where I went Sanji, Rosie, and he just couldn't kill me because I was aggressively countering because I knew he had 3 puddings. So I was always at 2, and if he ever tried to go for it, it's like event. Like, I'm good, because Rosie just kept restanding me Dawn. I had like 5 Dawn active my final turn of the game. I was like, hey, go for
Hey,
it.
that goes to show you, never give up.
Never. And then I played 4 Bonclay,
Yep.
and of course 4 Zorajuro. Last weekend I actually played this deck in the online, and I actually didn't play this. I played It's to Die For, the ramp spell.
Okay.
I actually think most of the time that card is better. The thing about Zorajuro, and the reason why it's better is A, it's a pitch off Rosie. B, there's some cool stuff you can do where you double ramp off of it. And C, versus Zoro, which going into the format, everyone thought Zoro was going to be super popular. Like, you're not allowed to play this on 3. Because if you mull and you play this on 3, they go Kawaii, they swing over it.
Yep.
Okay, GG, pack it up. Pack it up. But eventually I decided this week just to play it just because it keeps the straw hat count high. And
Consistency, yeah.
Yeah, consistency, exactly. And then also, like, versus everything other than Zoro, this is good. And my deck is already teched enough to beat Zoro that I was like, I'll take the L on the Zoro.
Yeah, I got you. So it's a 1K counter too.
It's a 1K counter. Yeah, you need
there you
1K
go.
counters
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. And then 4 Gum Giant, you know.
Soon to be banned because of you.
Best card in the game,
Yeah.
honestly. Like this and Rebecca, in my opinion, are the 2 best cards in the game. And this card is playable in the broken deck, so
Yep.
best card. And then 4 Gear 2, also best card. Like, one of the things about only playing 6 2Ks is, like, there's a lot of turns where you can just have this as a 2K. Like, you just leave up an extra Dawn for whatever. Instead of swinging 7, you swing 6. You leave one up. If they did try to go 7, you go, okay, 2K with the event. So it's not as bad as, like, normal decks trying to run only 6 2Ks.
If one day can get away, it's you.
It's UB for sure. And then 3 Bagua. I'd love to run a 4th of this. The trigger is insane. It's a great card, but just not enough space.
And it ramps, right? You plus and ramp.
Yeah. Plus 4, it keeps you alive. Like, it's a great card. Going forward, I'll probably try and find space for 4, but really what happened was I played 2 Hell's Judgment.
Oh, the spice.
Yeah, this is the spice. So the thing is, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This list was not tested. I did not test this card at all. And like originally, like last week, my top end lineup was like I played Mihawks. And this week I didn't play Mihawks, I played Doflamingo. And I did not test that top end. I did not test this. Literally all I did was I said, you know what, like, those cards are cool. I'm gonna play the cool cards. You know what's cool? When you go 9-8-5, pitch, draw 2. Oh my god, that.
You restand the dons too.
Yeah, and you restand the dons. Exactly. It's exactly. Like, you do that, like, Mihawk is crazy, don't get me wrong. Because you, especially in certain matchups, like versus Bonnie, versus GP especially. GP was the matchup I was most afraid of, actually, because I don't play Mihawk. I played 2 and I beat 2, thankfully. But Mihawk's like crazy in those, but like
I think you
versus everything else, you win without it.
and you win the value route.
Yeah.
It's too much value. 9, 8, and a 5,
5,
6
yes.
plus more dons open.
Yes.
Too much value. Exactly. So I
Exactly.
think you made the right middle.
And there's too many turns where you're not allowed to play Mihawk, because if you go Sanji Mihawk, there's too many turns you die. Like, you get 1 turn to play that. But every turn of the game you can go Sanji, you know, if you have it, Sanji, Dofi, Rosie, because you still have 3 Dawn up. What are they gonna do? You know, what are they gonna do?
Vote me.
Yeah, so this card was actually super untested. I didn't test it at all. I put it in the deck list and I said, you know what, that card's so cool. This was like one of my favorite cards when I was testing GP, just
Okay.
because like the way people swing into like these 6K leaders, a lot of the way that the play pattern works out is a lot of people, they go 8 to test you because they're threatening. Like, I'm gonna go 8, and then if you take, I'm gonna jam you.
Yeah, like 10, 12.
Or something big. And so when they do that, you go Judgment, and then now they get no swings. This one card nullified everything they could do the entire game. And then also, because I was cutting the Zorajuro, I wanted another tech for Zoro. And this card was crazy in my top 8. In my top 8, game three, he goes first. And he doesn't really play that much, but like he's playing like the searcher that rests itself, so I'm also dealing no damage. I've dealt no damage the entire time because I keep having to use my swing into the little thing. And then on 9, he slams Zoro. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think I have maybe Sanji, Dofi, Rosie on the board or something like that. Or maybe I just have Sanji actually. I think I just have Sanji on board. But I have Dofi, Rosie coming up this next turn. I don't find Red Rock on my top 5. I'm like, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I do have this. And when your opponent has a 9 Zoro and leader, that's 2 cards that will swing a total of 5 times. That means this one card, 15k counter. What is he gonna do when one card is 15k counter? I have 4 other Donna, brother.
There
what
you
is
go.
he gonna do? Like, he just has to pass basically, like his whole turn.
Yeah,
he thinks he's gonna do a lot.
Yeah.
But when I have one card 15k counter, he's not killing me. And then the next turn, I just set up for lethal the following turn because, like, once you give UP that one turn, if you give this deck just that one turn, you're never killing again. You're never killing again. You get one turn to kill this deck. If you don't kill, it's over.
It's over. Too much advantage.
And then I played 1 Red Rock and 1 Gravity Blade.
Okay.
This was originally a top end, but I thought to myself, you know, Gravity Blade's a cool card. I could hit it on trigger. Also, I thought about how my GP matchup could be really hard. And then also from a theory standpoint, like I didn't play Gravity Blade last week.
Okay.
But from a theory standpoint, like most people, they don't need to run this because they're playing Mihawks. So like your opponent is not really ever gonna have like 2 gravity bladeable things.
Yeah.
But like because I'm not actually playing that much removal compared to the standard list, like there's no Mom anymore, there's no Mihawks, there's nothing like that. There's only 3 God Threads.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where you awaken, and your first awaken turn, you go 985 or whatever, and then the turn after that, they've stuck 2 5-drops, and then you go Gravity Blade and the game's over.
It's over. Too much momentum.
Yeah, this card won me both my GP games actually. This card, like Gravity Blading 2 Sanji and Puddings, that was like my only win card versus both of them, and it went crazy.
Insane.
And then my top end, I actually only play 5 bombs off of the Sanji. Standard is, I would say, like 6 to 7.
Yeah, that sounds low.
Yeah, 5 is low because if you remember pre-ban, we played 8.
Yeah.
The problem to me
Okay.
is that the bombs suck. Like, there's a reason we played 8 before. It's because
Okay.
Kata was broken and Mom was broken.
Yeah.
But, like, everything else is, like, very, very conditional. Like, Dofi, you don't actually ever want to put 2 Dofis on the board. Like, yeah, like, all it does is summon Rosie, but, like, you don't really need a second one. Like, it's not affecting the game state after you have the first one.
I got you.
And then Mihawk, like, there's just only, like, there's such a limited number of turns you can play it. Kiros, I don't think is that good, to be honest. It kind of makes some things kind of weird, and also when you play it in the mirror and they're playing Mihawk, like you lose that, and then the game's a wrap because they played, you know, 1 or 2 big drops and they deleted your big drop.
Yeah.
So like the big drops are not that good. I was originally playing 3. I actually think this one's pretty good, but I cut it for a Gravity Blade just because I thought the Gravity Blade would come up more. And like truthfully, all you need to do is play like 1 bomb. You play like one bomb. You go like 985, or you just go 98. That's all you need to play. You don't need to hit like bomb after bomb. Like before, you know, you wanted to go like Sanji, Kata, mom, and then win like you wanted to win like turn 15. But this deck doesn't want to win turn 15. Like you have to actually kill the opponent. You can't play forever.
So it takes more skill. You know what I'm saying? Like the way
A
you
little
build
bit,
it,
yeah.
you gotta pilot it really well and be efficient.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a free win because you play 4 9Ks.
No, definitely not. The deck's power level, like this deck is way more beatable than it was before. And then 4 Rosies. The other reason why I'm okay with like playing less of these is because like Sanji into this is like the GOAT. Like you just Sanji into this, like Rosie is actually the #1 GOAT. There were people, there were very, very good players in the world that I went to, and they weren't playing this card, and I said, yo, this card is the truth, and they didn't believe me.
Hey, you prove it
They
today,
didn't believe
man.
it. This card is actually the GOAT. There's so many games that I won with like just Dofi control or Rosie control. Like I played a Shanks in round, I want to say like round 7.
Okay.
And you know, we're super favored in a Shanks because like you ramp and then you go 9-9 1 turn early, and then the Shanks never wins, right? Because you just have 2 big bodies too early in the game.
Yep.
Bro, I don't think I played a single big body until like turn 7. But I just every turn I played all 4 Rosies. I'd go Rosie, Nami, and I just poke 6. Next turn, 6, 6, 6. Nami, Rosie, and I just did that a bunch of turns in a row because I couldn't find Sanji. I was digging for it so hard, I just couldn't find it. But like, you just poke 6, and like,
You play the right way.
Yeah, what is he gonna do? Like, how is he gonna kill me? I got 8 Dawn open. Like, what are you gonna do? You know? Yeah, but honestly, super thrilled with the deck list. To be completely honest, you cannot play this deck list going forward. There's no way. Like, the 6-2Ks is super abusable.
And now people will know too.
Yeah,
So,
now people will know.
Yeah.
This weekend, I got like a ton of value off Hell's Judgment of like people trying to do the 8 thing, and then it wasn't good. Maybe even like Red Rock, maybe you have to bump this up to 2 in the future. Like if people start running like more 9 Zoro stuff. Yeah, it's got to change, but it got me to top 4, so I feel great about it.
You'll be a mess, right?
Yes, I will. I will for sure. Hopefully taking that one home.
Yeah, before we wrap it up.
No, nothing else. I will say the room was a jungle. The room was a jungle. I played in Top Cut. I played Lucci, then Mir, then Zoro, then Rayleigh, and then Swiss. I played 2 GP, which is my worst matchup, and I was like, man, I can't believe I played 2 of this, but I won both. And then every other round was a unique deck. I didn't play any other duplicates the entire time, so I played across the weekend. I think I played like 11 different decks.
Yeah, that's crazy. The mid is open. That's what we're talking about.
It's open.
It's the Wild West, bro.
Yeah.
And so, day 1, what was your record?
X1.
Oh my God, what was your loss?
Lucy round 1.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my.
And actually,
wait, you lost round 1.
I lost round 1.
And then you went in.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And then
God.
And then in Top Cut, 2-0, 2-0, 2-1, and then 1-2.
Wow, that's crazy, bro. No, you did amazing, brother.
And that Lucci game, I actually played him round 1 of Top Cut. Same dude. Same dude.
You were like, oh my God, here we go again.
Here we go. Yeah, no, honestly, I should have actually won that game too. What happened was he hit a black spiral. I'm gonna 0 him with a Bon Clay. The Bon Clay is swinging 9, and it zeros him 100%. And then the next turn, I either Usahachi or Rush Luffy, depending on if he plays 1 or 2 blockers. Okay. And he like guaranteed dies the next turn, like guaranteed. But he black spiral triggers and stops the Bon Clay from being a 9K. And then so I can't 0 him. And then I think I make a misplay, to be honest, like 1 or 2 turns later. Okay. I think throughout the whole tournament, I think I made probably 2 misplays. That was one of them. And then I think I made a misplay in top 4. But to be honest, it didn't matter. Like, it genuinely didn't matter. Yeah.
You had a amazing run. And I think you're talking about one of our friends that we were talking earlier. He's from Tampa.
Yeah.
I think so. So, man, I mean, you were insane, brother. I mean,
it was great.
I just want to say thank you, man, so much. Yeah. I always see your videos. I love when you like record the high level play on the sim and your journey, your inspiration to us. We're from the local area, so seeing you here was really nice. And my dream is to be like you, like travel, compete. So hopefully one day.
Hey man, just grind. You know, like
that's what we do, man.
Something I'll say to everyone is like, honestly, it's so winnable. It's so winnable. Like if you put in the time, if you're committed, if you're like really truthful with yourself about your misplays, and you just focus on improvement, like that's really the only thing that matters, and it's winnable. Like it's winnable, man. Like all these great players, like if you want to include me as one of them, or you don't, or whatever, I promise you, we're all beatable. We're all beatable, and you can do it.
You just gotta play that our way, grind, and again, shout out to my homie decking the boxes. I know the grind.
Thank you. Appreciate for the deck
He was
profile.
suffering off, but then he faced by match or something. So he lost to a UP and then went on here. But he was amazing, suffering off. So. Again, man, thank you. Make sure you subscribe to Deck Boys, OPTCG Grinder, and share it, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you all so much for watching.
All right.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.